My next guest, a multi-platinum recording artist, actor, television personality, he first rose to stardom as the frontman of the popular band 98 Degrees, selling 10 million albums worldwide and charting several top 40 hits. Outside the studio, he has been a prominent television personality, having hosted several major television network programs and specials. Husband, dad, we all adore and love him. I'm beyond thrilled to welcome to my show, Nick Lachey.
Well, thank you very much. Quite an introduction.
Oh, my God. I'm a big fan of yours.
Thank you.
How is fatherhood and your adorable baby?
He's doing great. It's a really fun time.
Has fatherhood changed you so much? Hasn't it made you see the world so different?
It really has, yeah. I think that's the thing that's almost the most surprising to me is how much it affects everything you do, every decision you make, the way you look at every single situation. But it's such an incredible experience, an incredible ride to be on. Just having the time of my life being a dad, it's really awesome.
I have to say, when I was watching you on tour for your album, A Father's Lullaby, you could see it you could see a different person in you, kind of, in a sense. It's just like your whole face, everything had changed.
Well, I've always been pretty soft, but yeah, I mean, if there was any room to be softer, being a dad definitely does that to you. I mean, it's just it's almost surreal, especially when you do a project like the Lullaby album that's so personal and so emotional. It was a really special thing for me to be able to do and to share with him. So that was a special moment.
I love it. It only gets better every single day. You can't imagine it, but it does.
Back in the 90s, it seemed like the only way to kind of get discovered was to get in the car, drive to L.A. or New York, and just kind of pound the pavement and try and make get your break. But now there's so many opportunities with all these talent shows to kind of be discovered. We definitely, as a group, would have been a part of one of those if we had the chance back in the day.
Oh, I could have seen it. So I could have seen it. If you just see, I'm talking to Nick Lachey. How was it like going back on tour and reunited with your old bandmates? Was that so awesome?
It's been great. A lot of great sold-out arena shows, 16,000 screaming women. It's not a difficult audience to play for night in and night out.
I just have to ask you one last question, and I just want to say it's a pleasure to talk to you because you are just as nice as you on in person as you I thought you would be. You're really delightful. You really are. And give a big kiss to Vanessa too. If your son wanted to follow in your footsteps, would you say okay? Would you be okay with that?
I want my son to do whatever it is that he turns out to be passionate about. If that's performing, then I want to be supportive of that. If it's sports, then I certainly want to be supportive of that. Whatever it is that he finds that moves him, motivates him. But I do think that entertainment it's a dicey business, especially when you get involved in it at a young age. I've always been very grateful for the fact that I was in my 20s, had been to college. By the time that I got into this business, because it can kind of eat you alive if you're not prepared for it, and I struggle with some of that even at an advanced stage. So if he does want to get into performing, I think I'll have to be a little bit cautious about what age we encourage that. But certainly if he wants to be a performer, I definitely want to support that.
Well, you've handled it. You've handled everything so well, and thank you for doing that because so many look up to you. So many little kids, too, look up to you. And it's a joy to watch someone handle everything, your success, now fatherhood, your marriage, everything so well. And you're so nice. My God, Nick Lachey, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for listening to my podcast. You can check out my new website at whatsupwithwendy.com. Subscribe and check out past interviews. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at What's Up with Wendy. Thanks for tuning in.